Hello and welcome to episode number 16 of my Bari career mode. This episode today is going to be a little shorter than the other ones normally are. I think I'll do a longer one for Thursday, hopefully. But 2 games in this episode. They're the second and third league games of our second season. And this one will be an away fixture against Modena. I believe they gave us some problems last season. I remember we lost, I think 1-0 when we went there. And I can't remember if we did well when we played them at home. But a side that does play a 4-4-2, which isn't typically what you see in Serie B. Normally there's a lot of teams with 3 center back formations as opposed to 4 at the back, which is what we do, and I think there's a few other clubs, but a lot of the clubs in Serie B play with 3 center backs as opposed to the 2 center backs and 2 fullbacks. But there's our lineup. Gomes in the goal. I believe Sabelli was playing as the right back in this one as well, and we were on the front foot for a lot of, we were attacking for a good majority of this first half here. And Caraba on the ball here. He finds Calderoni. Calderoni working across, cuts it back onto his right foot, plays the cross into Uchebo, our big Nigerian striker that we picked up at the end of his contract for this season. He gets a header on goal. However, the goalkeeper does well to deal with it there, and we can't pick up the lead. Caraba sends Fidato through. Fidato lose it there, though, and this is right at the end of the first half, and it would be a 0-0 going into halftime against Modena here. So we were pushing a lot of the attack. We didn't have to do a whole lot of defending, but we played pretty well in that first half. Really wanted to pick up a goal or 2 here. I tried to do a fake shot, I think, with Sabelli, and he just kind of lobbed it towards Scaudone, which worked pretty well. Scaudone cuts inside, finds Galano, and Galano puts it through the traffic and past the goalkeeper and puts us up 1-0 in the 71st minute there. Worked out pretty well. Galano, a couple players in the way. I think that's why the goalkeeper didn't really handle it too well. I did make a few substitutions. You didn't see that. Kaita came on for Caraba to play as the attacking midfielder. Valencia came on for Uchebo. And right away, Valencia with the fake shot inside, gets it onto his stronger right foot, and he fires it past the goalkeeper. He's on the pitch for about 4 minutes, and he picks up a goal for us and puts us up by 2. So that would put us well out in front. Modena really didn't have any really good chances in this game. However, Manfredini here kicks it up the field for Modena, and that would be the last little play of the game. We would come out of there with a 2-0 victory, which is a very good result for us. After our second game, doing pretty well, picking up a win and a draw previously. We would get our 3 scouting updates back from our scouts. We do have 3 scouts now. And our Italian scout, I didn't pick up any players after the first month. I don't know enough about any of them, so I decided I would let my scout learn more about these players, and then hopefully we'll find some even better players. That would be nice. Our Spanish scouting report from Spain here. We decided to just find out a little bit more about those players. And then our scout from Croatia there. Want to learn a little bit more about some of these players before we go ahead and sign them. But the second and final game of this episode would be a tough one. We would be playing Sampdoria at home. Sampdoria, I believe, got relegated after the first season. I actually looked. It was them, Sassuolo, and Livorno were the 3 clubs that got relegated out of Serie A and down to Serie B. So those are definitely clubs that we would have to compete with if we want to gain promotion for the 3rd season, which is something I want to do. It may be a little unrealistic. I wouldn't mind playing a 3rd season in Serie B, but we do need the funds. We do need to, we need more money to work with to help build the squad, or maybe we just need more time to let the young players grow. I don't know. I'm not sure. But Ta right there showing why he showing why we got him there. Big, tall center back, 6'4", heads that one out of the air. And I was playing a little more defensively than I normally do, and we got a counterattack early on out of it, and Uchebo blasts this one into the top corner past the goalkeeper, and surprisingly, we went up 1-0 in the 8th minute here. Personally, I thought it was going to be really hard to get a goal, and it was going to be really tough to keep Sampdoria from scoring goals as well, considering they did come down from Serie A, of course. But 36th minute here, and Kristicic on the ball. Carmona finds Kristicic again. Cepatelli doesn't really handle it too well. Poor ball. Kristicic on the ball again. Finds Carmona eventually. And it'll eventually find Pedro Obiang, who will get across, and it will go off Cepatelli for a corner for Sampdoria here in the 40th minute here. Kristicic sends it in, and this is why I don't like Samnik very much, because he's not that strong, and he's pretty short, so he can't really battle for headers like this on corners, and we've gotten burned by that quite a bit. But it's a nice save from our young goalkeeper, Gomes. So he keeps us up in front 1-0. The ensuing corner would get headed away. Caraba will just play it out to Kemen, and that would be that. We would be up 1-0 going into halftime here, but right here, Calderoni, because this is FIFA 14, he can't dribble and kind of loses it there, and it would eventually find Kristicic, and Sampdoria would go up 1-0. Kind of a little stupid on my part, but oh well. We gave up the goal, and it was level. Only for a little bit, though. Galano takes it all the way down the wing, and Caraba volleys it. It hits a defender in front and goes past the goalkeeper. Little bit of luck there, but I would take it. A pretty nice volley. I don't know if he would have scored, but he gets the goal anyway and puts us in front 2-1. Later on in the game, we were actually defending pretty well throughout this entire game, which surprised me. Uchebo lets Galano put this one into space. Galano cuts by the defender nicely and goes around him and finishes it very nicely with that left foot. I feel like I'm saying the word nicely a lot, but that was a nice goal from Galano, taking matters into his own hands there. And we would bring him off right after that, let the captain getting a standing ovation for a game well played for Valencia. And the game was pretty much ours at that point. Very good. We played very well in this game. A good performance for Bari here. I was pretty pleased getting all 3 points against a club like Sampdoria. So we would come away with this one 3-1. I made sure that we would go defensive here just so we could hold on to that 2-goal lead. Valencia here tries to find Uchebo, but that would be the last play of the game. We would come away with a 3-1 victory. Uchebo, Caraba, and Galano all picking up goals. So we get a good result there to end this episode. But that is it for this episode. If you'd like to like, comment, subscribe, that'd be awesome. And I will see you next time.